What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. We are back to back shows, twice, two time. I said that three times, but y'all know what I mean. Let me say what's up to the people before we start, as always. What's up, Sherry? How you doing? What's up, Claudette? What's up, Debbie? What's up, ha ha ha? What's up, Starnique? What's up, grown woman? What's up, Miss Barbara? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I see Miss Yolanda. What's up, everybody? Now, I know this was kind of like breaking news in the morning, but I definitely wanted to talk about Jussie Smollet, aka Jessy Smallet. As you guys know, his conviction was overturned. And I was very surprised because I'm all like, I remember last year they spent a lot of time trying to convict him. He was supposed to be sentenced for 150 days. Somehow he got an appeal and he was able to. The appeal went through and then he got out of jail and then they were supposed to go back to court. Well, the Supreme Court was all like, no, we ain't gonna convict him again. He did what he was supposed to do. We're gonna let him go. So I wanted to kind of explain it to people. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Claudette. Everybody say happy birthday to Claudette. By the way, yeah, go ahead and get your shout out. Get your moment. I ain't mad at you. Happy birthday, though. Um, so basically, the way Jussie got off was now again. He's not innocent. Let's be clear. He's not innocent. This does not prove that he's innocent of anything. But of course, Jussie is going to take this as a victory lap, right? What happened was that he had already worked out a deal with the attorney general when this first went down, right? He was supposed to do 15 hours of community service and then like $10,000, right? He did that. But then, remember the pressure came from everybody because they were like, oh, he's lying on people. He said that it was some MAGA guys that came and got. Remember, he made up this whole big lie. Especially when you're trying to plot a fake hate crime, that's serious. And especially during the time, there was a lot of hatred, there was a lot of racial divide going on, and then you add on top of there, you're trying to say that these guys attacked you because you were black and gay. Yeah, everybody was at first people were worried, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, "Wait, the story's not adding up." You were out at 2 a.m. trying to get a Subway sandwich, and then these guys jumped you. Like, what? Huh? And then they just happened to see you and so like MAGA, and then tied a noose around your neck. And then when the police came, you still had the noose around your neck. And remember, it was a big lie. And then on top of that, he had Celebrity Report. Taraji P. Henson had his back. Lee Daniels had his back. The whole cast from Empire. And honestly, to tell you the truth, he destroyed that show. Because they didn't get renewed for a new season after he did all that. They was like, nah, we gonna go ahead and cut this show. It's done with. And let me be honest with you. It kind of... At one point, I did like Empire, and then all of a sudden, it kind of lost its spunk. It lost its spark. It was kind of like, I don't know about this show. Did any of you guys like Empire? Put a 1 in the chat if you liked it. Put a 2 if you didn't really care for it. But at one point, I liked the show. But you know what was a better show? Star. That was a better show. It came on right after Empire. I like Star. That was a good show. But Empire, I kind of was over that. Okay, a lot of y'all watched it. Yeah. Absolutely not too. Damn. Cammy, come on now. It's Thursday. Be nice. You like Star too? Okay, Juanita liked Star too. I love Star. Like, Star was a good show. They're supposed to be doing like a movie about it. Hopefully they do a movie. I really would like them to do a movie. That show was awesome. Quincy was on there. We're going to talk about Diddy later, but Quincy was on there. Remember that? Queen Latifah. Yeah, that was a really good show. I would love to. This is just me personally. I would like to be in like some kind of like musical show. Like I think that would be dope. Not Glee. No, not that. I've actually never watched Glee, but no, not that. But some kind of show like Star. I would love to be a part of that. Like that would be dope. That would be one of my dreams. Never watched Star. It's a really good show, Mary. You got to check it out. It's a real good show. Okay, but anyway, back to the point. Jussie, aka Juicy, aka the gay Tupac. Remember, he said that. He said he was the gay Tupac. He ruined the show. They canceled it after all that mess because how he was one of the main characters. So it's hard for you. You know what I mean? It's hard to just pretend like, yeah, we're just gonna cut him out the show without. It's not gonna make any sense. Makes no sense at all. None. So yeah, they canceled it. But anyway, back to the whole case and everything like that. As you guys know, we played it on my channel, the whole case where he ended up getting convicted, had to go to jail. He got out because the appeal went through. But then, with the appeal, they had to reschedule a new court date. Well, the Supreme Court was all like, yo, you can't come down on him on double jeopardy. You already worked out a deal, and then you were pressured by the public to then try to charge him and further, you can't do that. So he got off. Again, Jesse is not innocent. He literally got off. He got off. He doesn't have to serve any more time. He paid his debt to society, and so he's good. Now, do we think that Jussie gonna have a career at all? Now he has done a few self-produced movies and stuff like that. But do we think that he'll make like this miraculous comeback? Yeah, he got off on attack. Right, Poetic. Yep. Do we think that he can make a comeback? It's pretty much over for him. I think doing like little small self-produced movies or doing like Tubi or Lifetime, I think that's where he's gonna be at. I do think that he could have possibly been a big star. I don't think. Yeah, there was nothing holding him back at that time. Empire was hot. That was a hot show. I guess greed got to him. Allegedly, he set all that up because he was upset about how much money he was making. He thought he should be making more money, and then if he did this whole plot, this fake hoax, it would raise his star, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I can now request more money. Look, I'm standing up for civil rights." And yeah. Damn, maybe I should like get fake beat up and then try. I'll just, I'll just get. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for me if I get jumped or beat up. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for me. They gonna be like, AT2 deserved it. He talked too much shit. He this, he that. Yeah, y'all are not going to feel bad for me if I get jumped or beat up. Y'all gonna be all like, he deserved it. So yeah, let me not even try it. Now that I done told you I should do a fake hoax, definitely now, if I really get jumped or beat up, y'all ain't gonna believe me now. I shouldn't have said that, see? But I mean, I still don't know how that would actually help him get more money. I'm trying to think, like, has there been, I mean, there probably has been, Full of Wiley, that's funny. There probably has been a celebrity that got fake beat up or something like that. Well, not fake beat up, but actually beat up. But I don't know if it like raised their profile to where people cared more about them. I mean, there have been celebrity fights. I'm trying to think, like, has there ever been like a hate crime done to a celebrity and then we felt bad and all of a sudden they became an A-lister? I just don't know how that would have correlate to him making more money or raise his profile. I mean, at the time we would have felt bad for him, but yeah, we'll send you a $5 cash. Right. At the time we would have felt like we would have felt bad for him. Like, damn, that sucks. But I don't think it would have benefited his career at all. You know. What would that do? That doesn't make any sense. Uh, somebody had to. Well, let me tell you this. I don't think someone told him to do that. You have to remember, he was on that booger sugar. He was on that white girl. He was sniffing that white girl. And allegedly, with one of the twins, the brothers that he got, well, they're not twins, they're brothers. One of the brothers, remember he said like he had like a relationship with him and stuff like that. And, they was both doing together. That makes a lot of sense. He was high on that coke. He was a coke whore. And so he wasn't thinking straight. He wasn't thinking straight. I don't know if he was on the pink MV. He could have been on the pink. It was either the pink or the white, but he was definitely. And as you guys know, he did go to rehab. He did, sober up and get clean. So, congratulations. I don't want to play about that. Congratulations. But at the time that he set up this whole fake hoax, he was on that. So that could have a lot to do with it. You know? That could have a lot to do with it. Now, I know people who do that. I'm going to be full transparent. I know people who do that, but they don't try to come up with a fake hoax. You know? Wait, B was really on that stuff. Jesus. Yeah, he was on that. Yeah, really. Yeah, he went to rehab. This is known. This is not like a secret or I'm making this up. This is known. He went to rehab. Now, he said that he always wanted to go to rehab, but they felt like it would hurt his career if he admitted to having a problem and stuff like that. So he never went to go seek help. He definitely probably should have went to go seek help, and then he wouldn't have planned that stupid shit. Yeah, he definitely would have. I mean, wouldn't have. But either way, Jussie, you can say that you got a victory and cover it up. Ain't nobody gonna remember it. You'll be good. So congratulations to you, sir. Again, I don't think he can make a comeback or he's gonna be as relevant as he once was. But shout out to him. Do your thing. Hey, take this as a win. A win is a win, right? A win is a win, baby. A win is a win. Now, I wanted to hop on the whole Diddy situation, but what's up, Juice? I wanted to hop on that, but I kind of want to wait because remember I was telling y'all, I was the first one to tell y'all that Tony Busby, that lawyer with the 120 victims, ain't shit. I told y'all from the beginning. Remember, I told y'all. And now y'all finally believe me. Well, he was hit with his own lawsuit because he was trying to get frisky with one of his clients, allegedly. So, sir, you got 120 victims, but you try to take advantage of one of your clients, allegedly? I told you. I told you. Oh, welcome, Kawhi. Kawhi, thank you for being here. Um, Here we go. So this is from TMZ. You ready? The lawyer representing more than 120 alleged victims of Diddy has now himself been sued for assault. TMZ has learned. A woman suing as Jane Doe claims to have been a former client of Tony Busby. She has filed a lawsuit obtained by TMZ in which she alleges the attorney assaulted her while repping her in a divorce case. The documents do not lay out specifics of the alleged assault, but a source connected to the woman tells TMZ is alleging she was in a public place when Busby saw her, flew into a fit of rage, and allegedly pushed a champagne flute into her face, chipping her tooth. She says she has both medical and dental records to prove her injuries. Ain't that something? So, like, he threatened this woman and had a glass to her face, allegedly, and was, like, threatening her. Like, and what I'm trying to figure out is, like, why did he go into that rage? And I can't say that I know for a fact if Tony did or didn't do this. But the fact that he has his own itch going on, it was just something that was just slick about him. I think it's that slick back. When them people be having them slick backs, it's something slick about when they be having them slick backs, it's something slick about them. You can't trust them. Do I still got a picture of Tony, y'all? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. He definitely ain't a pimp named Slickback. Definitely not that. This ain't him, but his hair is slicked back though. I don't think I got a picture of him anymore. Yeah, I deleted it. Yeah, okay. But we talked about Tony Busby about 100 times on this channel, so y'all know what he looked like, by the way. Yeah, but he got a slick back. Don't trust him slick backs. Anyway, continue. She also alleges he committed malpractice, claiming he messed up her divorce case, costing her millions of dollars. We're told the alleged assault occurred several years ago. The woman's lawyer, Jeremy Borer, tells TMZ Tony Busby is a hypocrite. There is nothing worse than when a black hat masquerades as a white hat. That sounds a little racial to me. Hold on. Have y'all ever heard that expression before? I'm going to say that one more time. There is nothing worse than when a black hat masquerades as a white hat. I've never heard that before. I don't like that. But I'll just being honest. I don't like it. It's something about, huh? That don't make no sense. Anyway, Busby tells TMZ that's crazy fiction, like really crazy, like ridiculously crazy. I would ask if the lawyer bringing this silly case is friends with the lawyer from the firm that brought the other extortion case. All this will be exposed soon. Oh, so he's threatening to expose that celebrity. That's what it is. I've seen that. He's threatening to expose that celebrity. On top of that, he's also all like, oh, this is crazy. This is preposterous. I'm going to expose it all. So we'll see. Busby adds, we won't be bullied or silenced by frivolous cases being filed against me or against my clients. All of this is false and I won't tolerate defamation. Now, this is what I think what's going on. What's up, Winnie? I think this is what's going on. Basically, now everybody's going to start pushing their allegations on him. There's going to be lawyers, and I don't know if they're Diddy lawyers, but there's probably going to be a lot of lawyers now trying to hop on the trend and look at this guy because either he's getting too much shine, either people just want to put disinformation out there to discredit him, or there's people really out there gunning for him and they're going to dig up all his dirt and get him. I promise you. Those three things right there. They are going to get Tony. They are done with this guy. They hate Tony. Like, yeah. And especially, you got to remember, it's just not that he's filing these lawsuits. He's literally sending them demand letters, all like, you better do this by this time. And which, I mean, demand letters are not extortion. But if you're telling people, like, hey, I got this over you and you were allegedly messing around with kids, nobody wants their name attached to that. Whether it's true or not, nobody wants their name attached to no thing with doing freak offs at a party with mine. Like, what? Nobody wants their name attached to that. So this Jane Doe, whoever it is, I don't, or John Doe, I don't blame them for wanting to sue to make sure that this fool don't put their name out there. And no, I'm not going to pay you just to silence it because first of all, it's not true. And secondly, I don't want to have to put up with this bullshit and have my name attached to it. Now, someone did throw out the name Kevin Hart. I was thinking it was Leonardo DiCaprio just because I was like, oh yeah, the white folks, they ain't want their name attached to all this. Nah, But I think Kevin Hart is very plausible because Kevin Hart, all his businesses are going down. Have y'all seen that? He's laying people off on his with his production company, and then secondly, all his vegan restaurants they shut down. I think that vegan. Shout out to all the vegans. But I think the vegan trend has really died down. Remember, it was like everybody and their mama was going vegan? Remember at the time? It's just like, damn, you a vegan too? It's like everybody and their mama was going vegan. But then that trend, things going trend. Uh, Listen, remember in the early 2000s, it was the Atkins diet? Remember that? That's a trend. The Atkins diet. That trend phased out. I mean, people still do it, but it's not as popular as it once was. It's not lucrative. You know, there was a time it was lucrative. Now it's not really. But anyway, Kevin Hart, I can definitely see him trying to sweep this under the rug and be like, "Hey, don't put my name in that." Especially now that I'm losing money. Yeah, don't put my name in that. Mm-mm. I can definitely see it. But anyway, that's Tony. Again, just like he's filing all these frivolous lawsuits, now he got a frivolous lawsuit too. So there you go. Eye for eye. Now, is it petty? Yes, definitely it's petty, but I can't say that you know, I still go back to my original thought. I feel like a lot of people are playing these games with these frivolous lawsuits and with no action behind it. It's like, I don't care how ridiculous it sounds. I just want to be attached to this Diddy shit so I can hurry up and get me a settlement. Diddy's not going to settle. Just like I say, if he goes down with the feds, I think they would probably seize his accounts and stuff like that, because if the money that he made off of his companies were being used to traffic victims and so, like, I think they seize your bank account. I have to look at this, but with Jeffrey Epstein, did they seize his money, or did they, or he still has that money? Like, who did that money go to? Did Jeffrey have kids? I need to look at that. I need to confirm that. Don't quote me on it, but I believe they would seize his accounts, houses, cars, all that. Yeah, they would seize it. Yeah, I don't think they would just. Oh, he still has children. Let's go ahead and listen. They don't care about his children, especially now that they know that he's using his children. Yeah, they don't. They don't give a damn. Yeah, they don't care. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about how this fool Diddy, his lawyers are saying that he, they saying that the video was edited. The Cassie video of him, whooping on Cat, that was edited. And they said that the vase that he threw, he didn't throw the actual vase. He threw the contents of what was in the vase at Cassie. Either way, we've seen how this man dragged her to the ground, stomped on her. It don't matter if the vase situation. Who gives a fuck about that? Who gives a fuck about that? When we seen you literally drag her to the ground and then literally stomp on her. Because remember, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they try this before? Didn't they say like Cassie had hit him and then she was walking off and then he got upset because she had hit him, and then uh, didn't they try to play something like this? I know I'm not crazy about it. I feel like they tried to play this before, that the video was manipulated. It didn't show the full context of what happened. And she was actually walking away. She wasn't trying to run for her life or anything like that. That girl didn't even have shoes on. She was trying to get the hell up out of there. She was definitely trying to run up out of there. And Diddy came storming out with a towel. Mind you, why does he have a towel? Why doesn't he have clothes on? He was trying to hurry up and snatch her up. And why was he trying to drag her back into the room? Now, where the video cuts off, we see like he kind of that she's like still on the ground and she's just like sitting there, but he's looking at her like, "Bring your ass on, Mind you, there's no sound. We don't know, there's no sound to the video, but we can safely assume, like, hey, he definitely beat on her. I don't care what happened before, what happened after. We seen what we seen. Because remember, beforehand, his lawyers were saying, "Oh, all this is made up." She was trying to get a settlement beforehand, and she threatened to write a book about him. Remember all that? Yeah, we know all about that. You know, we know all about that. However, that doesn't excuse you from being the asshole that you are. That does not excuse your behavior at all. So, in the document, I just wanted to pull it up here real quick. Let me see. I'm scrolling through. Please go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Okay. So this is the introduction for the bill. It says the government persuaded Judge Carter to detain Mr. Combs by claiming its video of an 8-year-old incident was evidence of sex trafficking and by making unsubstantial claims of witness tampering. The defense rebutted those arguments through its own proffer, but lacked access to key evidence that could corroborate its rebuttal. Nearly 2 months later, much has changed. Most importantly, discovery produced after the initial bail hearing, some of it after this motion was filed, shows the narrative the government presented then was fictional. Now, I don't know how they're saying it was fictional. We watched the video. For instance, we now know that even before it arrested Mr. Combs, the government possessed, and then it's redacted so I can't see it, possessed blank, confirming this account of March 5th, 2016 incident at the Intercontinental Hotel. But instead of presenting that video to the court, the government submitted an altered video that omitted key scenes and presented events materially out of order. The prosecutors who claim there was a second victim, but they have never interviewed her, and messages produced in discovery confirm she was not a victim. Likewise, communications produced in discovery show Mr. Combs' contacts with witness were inconspicuous and consistent with his right to participate in his defense by developing potential defense witnesses. So they're basically saying that, yo, you say there's a second victim out there, but the second victim that you're claiming, you're never interviewed or even talked to. Now, what I gathered from it is that the second witness, let me take the picture down, they're saying is the S worker or the escort. The escort is the second victim or the witness. Because what they were claiming was that it was a freak off going on, and Cassie was able to escape from the room, and this was after the whole freak off situation. Diddy came out, grabbed her, and the escort was actually in the room. That's what they're claiming, and so you never see the other guy that was in the video. But again, the feds did not release this. CNN released it. Remember? CNN was the one that released this video. The feds did not release it. And the feds even confirmed, like, hey, we did not release the video. People hate Diddy. They hate him. And they have to realize, like, he probably had a copy. He thinks he had the only copy. There was probably multiple copies of that video. There was probably somebody else who he trusted or he gave it to, but doesn't want to admit to it. Or, let's say this. What if the feds already knew that somebody had a copy of it? They were trying to get that copy from the person, but instead they went ahead and sold it to CNN so they can make profit off of it. I'm just thinking, I don't think the feds necessarily would leak information unless there's somebody from the inside leaking information. I don't think they would try to leak information on purpose, especially like that, because it literally embarrassed Cassie. It was embarrassing to watch. And I don't want to say it's embarrassing because she put herself in that situation, but who wants to have people watch them be abused? That would more harm their key witness. That would harm their key witness and to people seeing that, you know? You got to think about that. That only harms Cassie. That really, you know? AT2, how about the hotel security? Yeah, they could have made a copy too as well. I think they did. Because don't forget, the whole thing was that he thought he bought the evidence. As far as the video, he paid $50K. Remember that was in Cassie's lawsuit that he paid $50K, and he had the video. Now, are we thinking like they only gave him? They gave him all the copies of the video? We can't possibly think they gave him all the copies. And then when you think about the surveillance, like, like the surveillance in your home, you know how you're able to watch on your app and stuff like that? Well, the alarm system company, they also can get into the camera too as well, right? I might be snitching on myself real quick. Like, you have your app and you can go, you know how you can rewind back on your phone, like if you got you know, any 80 whatever, security system you have, like the security, they would have access to your videos too as well, right? There was a copy just in case. I can see that. Yeah, ain't nothing secret, ain't nothing safe. Everybody has copy information. That's why I'm so scared to like put any like freaky pictures on my phone, because y'all, now that I have an iPhone, you know how they always be talking about the cloud and everything like that. I'm scared to put anything like that because of the cloud. Because I'll be damned if my news or something freaky get leaked out of me, and then I gotta come on camera and explain that to y'all. Nah, hell nah, ain't gonna be me. Even if it is, I'm gonna pretend like ain't nothing happened. I'm gonna act stupid just like everybody else do and lie, deny. All right. So I wanted to go ahead and continue from the introduction. Um, Instead, the government reprises the same disingenuous tactics it used in the prior proceedings. It took full advantage of the detention order, scoring Mr. Combs' communications to try to find some actual evidence to substantiate its obstruction allegations. But once again, the government's wait, I think it's theoric. I'm saying that wrong. Spin on the evidence, basically theatric. Theatric. Duh, AT2, theatric. Theatric spin on the evidence omits key context and creates misleading picture. For instance, it makes much of Mr. Combs' contacts with others, but it's unable to point any communication involving actual tampering efforts, and it omits key parts of conversations which show Mr. Combs was not pressuring anyone or telling anyone what to say but anything. Likewise, its allegations about MDC rule violations are false or overblown. There is no legitimate legal basis for continuing to force Mr. Combs to prepare for a trial from jail. The government is unable to show that extremely restrictive proposed conditions are insufficient to prevent any possible danger or obstruction. The revelations about the recent MDC raid, they're talking about the raid, how they found the notes and stuff like that. That's what they're talking about. Ray only confirmed that it is impossible for Mr. Combs to work with his counsel on a confidential basis to develop his trial strategy from jail. He is entitled to pretrial release under the Bail Reform Act and the Constitution. So they're still trying to get him out of jail. So they're basically saying that all the stuff about them finding evidence, he's tampering with witnesses and all that, the notes that were found, they're saying that was fake. The video is fake or it's altered. And then all the quote unquote notes that they found, it was notes to help him with his trial. And they're taking that evidence and using it against him. Now, what I have a question about, and I don't know, is that are you not allowed to have pen and paper in jail? You're allowed to write, right? That's what I'm confused about. You're allowed to write in jail. Like I don't like that's what I don't get it. Deny, or let me block you, MB. Hold on. Let me block you real quick. I'm just kidding. Did he think he's OJ? Yeah, I'm not black, I'm OJ. That's what it kind of seemed like. He thinks like he gets special treatment. But if his lawyers aren't able to get a copy of what they found, how do they know that it's not true or it's fake? How do they know that? Are they just going by Diddy's words? You can't trust what Diddy say because Diddy full of shit. You can't trust what he say, so how do you actually know? That would be my question. Like, are they going based off of what Diddy is telling them? I mean, granted, that's what a lawyer does. They go by the information that you have. But if they're not able to see the notes or they know the context of what they found in the raid, you can't just talk from what you don't know. And especially if this man is still allegedly a liar. You can't trust what he say. Because he said he ain't never abused Cassie, but we see it in the videotape. Right, and be tampering witnesses a criminal. And that's what he was caught doing. And he's still using other people's, using other people's phone, trying to call people. Just like, oh, okay, he doesn't have a phone or he doesn't have a passport anymore. That doesn't make it, oh, he's not going to be able to do anything. That's what I don't understand by that. Even if he pays the 50 million, that still's not going to change him or make him a good guy. Like, I don't get that. You got to keep him in jail because he's still threatening people. And if it's not him, it's him through other people. That's what you have to remember. And basically, it's just going on, like, it's just showing reasons why he should get bail. He's not tampering witnesses. He's not trying to obstruct justice and all that stuff. It's long. It's a lot of pages. So I'm not going to read all that, but I just wanted to read the introduction. How they said, yeah, the whole raid that they did at the jail, that's fake. The video was altered. It didn't show the full context. And they're using it against him. But again, if the prosecution is lying about all this, it's going to come out in court. And wouldn't the prosecution get in trouble if they're lying about the evidence? Let's not forget the reason why OJ I'm going back because I did a little research in the whole OJ thing, after he passed away, because at the time I was a kid, so I didn't really understand it. I just knew there was some kind of divide in the country and I didn't really get it. But the prosecution, they had put they tampered with evidence, put fake blood, and there's things that they did. Any old heads out there that was like adults in the 90s? Where's all my old heads at? But yeah, the prosecution had tampered with evidence, put fake blood. They had did things to hurt their case. And so when they lied and it was showed that they tampered with evidence, that also went into play. It wasn't just the glove didn't fit. It was like they basically sabotaged their case. Cause don't forget, the civil case, Nicole's family was able to win that. It was the federal case that they didn't they didn't win. He was found out guilty. Yeah, wait to see what comes out in the discovery. Okay, here I am. Okay, yeah, see, Grandma Joy know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, I thought I was right. Yeah. So it was more than just oh, they wanted to get him off because he was a black man, the glove didn't fit, all that. They were tampering with evidence. So you didn't know what to believe. Criminal case, the state of California. I'm sorry, not the the state of California. Yeah, but the civil case they were able to win. Harm implanted evidence. Yeah, there we go. See, y'all remember? Okay, y'all remember. I know I wasn't lying. So again, and I'm not saying the prosecution is doing this, but if they're lying about creating fake notes and all this witness tampering, if that is true, that will come out. That will come out. Who so far is thinking that Diddy is an innocent man? Do you think Diddy so far with what you see? Now the trial is not until May, but would you say Diddy is innocent or guilty at this point? Let's do a 30-second countdown while you guys vote. Hold on, here we go. Let's go. Mm. Mark the. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Yeah, we got. I kind of wanted to do like old school tea. I was kind of telling you guys I wanted to do like a segment like that. Um, because I wanted to kind of talk about like things that had happened in the past. Because a lot of things that happened in the past kind of come back to visit in the future. So I wanted to kind of do kind of like an old school tea. So maybe we'll look at the OJ case one day. What's up, Lady Grace? The defense for the whole case on the faulty investigation versus if he actually did it. Oh, okay. Yeah, rest in peace to Johnny Cochran. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot mess with Johnny Cochran. Like, yeah, he was a beast. Yep. History repeats itself, right. Yeah. So going back with Diddy, just to top this off and finish it. Um again, when it comes to a lot of the information and the things that happen on the internet, I more or less have a hard time believing everything. The only stuff that I believe is the stuff that comes out in the federal investigation. Whatever they're saying in the Southern District of New York, that's what I believe. When it comes to other stories that we hear from social media, I kind of, pause a little bit and I'll be like, okay, use your critical thinking. You know, I kind of take a step back. And I think this kind of leads into, the woman that we are talking about earlier and a lot of these other civil cases. It's kind of hard for me just to take it as truth. I think critically about it, like, all right, well, if this happened, because basically all these civil cases, I'm looking for, okay, some kind of indictment through the Southern District of New York, I'm looking for that. Them other stories are giving cap. There we go. Let me put your comment up so they can cuss you out, Couture Bay. I'm tired of them cussing me. I'm tired of them cussing me out. All right. So last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about Jaguar Wright. As you guys know, she came up on my panel. The last show, but there was something that one of my friends had said the other day. Well, a few of them. I was on a way different other sector. I was on the wrestling side of YouTube, and my friends my friend Tiff. Shout out to Tiff, Psych Design TV. Um, she has not pot. Well, she has a podcast too, but she talks about wrestling. And I was over there, and they were like, "Oh, hey, AT2, greeting me and stuff like that." And they were basically saying that I kind of resurrected Jag. I put her back on the map because remember she was like here for a minute, right? In 2020. Then she went away for a year and a half. And then she came back. And then when she came back, that's when me and her were like, cool. And then there was a breakdown. And then she went over with Dookie Way and the other guy, right? You remember that? And then when they dropped her like a bad habit, she then came back over to me. And I was kind of like the fair platform that, I let her speak her mind. I let people have their opinion. And I felt like I was the most unbiased. On top of being unbiased, I felt like I treated her the best. I treated her with respect. Um, a lot of times when Jag would go on people's panel, they'd be yelling, cussing, screaming. And I mean, I'm not going to say that I didn't do that, but usually she would have to tick me off for me to, go back and forth. I just don't yell. Even earlier when she hopped on my stream, I could have did the whole yelling back and forth, but I wasn't on that type of time. And then when she started promoting her dude's channel, I was like, all right, you got to go. Bye. Get out of here. Oh, make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way. Thank you. I forget with the iPhone when you do the little things. Yeah, the hand gestures. It flashed up with stuff. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I felt like I treated her with the most respect, and I did platform her a lot with her different relationships and just kind of looking at the history of where I started and how I came about and just moving on till now. I'm kind of like, wow, AT2, you really did help this lady a lot. And maybe I'm not talking about monetary, I didn't bail her out of jail or anything like that. But as far as giving her a platform, I helped her a lot. I really did. I can confidently say that I helped her. Did she help me? I'm not going to say that she didn't help me. I'm not going to say that. But I believe when I got stuck on just the Jaguar content, it stifled me. It didn't really grow me. It wasn't until I was all like, you know what? She pissed me off. I'm moving on to something else. I kept her relevant. Yeah. Let me see. Unfortunately, there will always be opportunists um, in a tragic situations. Remember when the lady got busted for having all those interviews about being? Oh no, I don't remember that. Lady Grace, I gotta look that up. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. I didn't look that. No, I don't remember that. Wow. Okay. I feel like there was quite a few people doing that. I don't remember like a specific person like by name, but I feel like there was a lot of people doing that. It was in the disrespect in her voice, AT2. It's a no for me. Okay. And I'm respecting all of your opinions. Like I said, I don't mind. Um, I kind of felt not that I felt like I needed to help her or I needed to give her a platform. But for me, I was all like, well, hey, I'm going to let you be able to talk. Because I do. Ooh, this is going to be controversial. I know some of the content creators are going to hate me for this. But I hate when I see Jaguar go on certain people's channels and like as soon as she goes up, they either mute her, they drop her, they don't let her talk. It's all like, if you don't want the lady to come up, don't let her up. If you don't want her to talk, don't let her up. Like if I'm doing a show and like I'm talking and it's not about her or I don't feel like messing with her, I won't drop the link. If I drop the link, then yeah, go ahead and come up and say whatever. But if I didn't drop the link, like no, like don't come on my show and try to distract me or ruin my damn show. You know what I mean? But there's people that will let her on the panel and be like, yeah, you done it. And it's just all this craziness and all like, okay, what is that for? Like when you think about it, because I had to check myself yesterday because I was gonna do a whole rant yesterday about something else. I had to check myself. I was like, AT2, you a grown ass man yelling on the internet. Do you know how ridiculous you look? And so translate that to when they be arguing and fighting with Jag, y'all grown ass mother suckers. And some of y'all old enough to be people mama, grandma. Like, what y'all doing yelling on the internet with this lady? Come on now. Come on, like we gotta do better than that. And so I always felt like, okay, I'm at least gonna give you a platform to be able to say what you need to say. Now I'm gonna question you and I'm gonna, still give my thoughts and opinions, but I'm not going to try to just belittle you. Because I hate when people do that to me. If I go on somebody's platform and they're talking down on me or they're not letting me get a word out edgewise, like, yeah, I don't like that, so I'm not going to do it to you. I've always felt like I kept a level of respect. Now, has Jack always shown me respect? No. The only time she shows me respect is if I'm saying something in her favor. Even then, she tries to take over or she tries to, try to sun me. And I see the games. I play into it. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, Jag, yeah. And I know a thing about her too. She loves the attention. She loves it. Remember, I always told you guys. She told me like, yo, I don't care if you record me. I don't care if you're telling my secrets. Just make that shit go viral. I don't care what you say about me. I don't give a damn. Just make it go viral. And now she's gotten that opportunity to go viral. Her words are taken as truth now. That's why the whole like Jaguar sector is kind of like dead now because Jag is looked at as a hero. That's what a lot of them don't realize. Now she's looked at as a hero. That whole Jaguar sloppy, Jaguar this, putting that in your title, it's not helping you. It's not helping you. Now, for us who've been around through the whole Jaguar chaos throughout the years, yeah, we know how she is. But the new people, especially the audience Pierce Morgan has over 2 million subscribers. And when Jay-Z and Beyonce lawyer did what he did and got them to apologize, oh, you couldn't tell her nothing. You couldn't tell Jag shit. Let me tell you, you still can't tell her nothing. But now that she's been platformed, you can't tell her nothing. And let me tell you, you can't tell her people nothing. Let me tell you something. After this video, I guarantee you there's going to be people in the comment section talking about, oh, Jag the truth. You jealous. You a hater. Go over to TikTok and talk about her negatively. I bet you her people check you real quick. I bet you. I'm not even making it up. Her people are going to check you. And they're going to tell you that you full of shit, you lying, you're jealous, you're a hater, you're working, just like yesterday, you're working for Diddy, you're being paid by Jay-Z. I'm telling you, you can't go in there and just talk crap about Jaguar no more. It don't work like that. If you ain't got no proof of that she's this horrible person or whatnot, and let me tell you something. Bringing up those old videos of her rubbing the ashes of her son, her going in and out of jail, her getting arrested in the pool, all those old videos, the new people that are watching Jaguar, they don't give a fuck about that. She's been able to spin that around and say, oh, the reason why I got in all that trouble is because all these other entities, Hollywood working against me. She's been able to spin the story. Just like another person who's perfect at that is Trump. Remember when Trump started the whole fake news? Now everybody and their mama say fake news, right? So no matter if they put out the truth or not, that's fake news. The media is the enemy. So when she talks about how Jay-Z's been trying to get her, Clive Davis been trying to get her, this and that, she's been able to work that in her advantage. And now these people are not seeing all the old stuff that we seen back in the day. They don't see that. We can't make them believe that this woman is horrible. That's the time gone. It's going to have to be somebody at a certain level to really take her down. And again, I'm not saying that I want her to get taken down. I'm not saying that. But as far as anybody putting out negative information or disproving anything that she's saying, it's going to take someone with a big platform to really take her down. Maybe like a Joe Rogan. If a Joe Rogan decided to take down Jaguar Wright, then yeah, she would go down. But you, me, a few other people, nah. Listen, Tasha K wasn't even able to take down Jag. She's still thriving. And I don't think necessarily, and I want to be clear. Let's be clear. I'm not saying that Tasha wants to take down Jag, but the interview with the Sun, that wasn't a game changer for a lot of people. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. She told people, "Oh, that's not my son. That's AI." And I've seen people in chat say, "Oh yeah, they did that AI video of your son." There's people who don't even believe that was her son being interviewed. They think it's AI because she told her people that's AI. That's not her son. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I gotta give her credit. The way she been able to spin this thing and make people believe whatever she say, she's a genius. A mad genius, but a genius. I gotta give it to her. I gotta give her flowers. You know, AT2 ain't no hater. But I'm gonna keep it real. They people love them some Jaguar Wright. We gotta accept it. And now that she's intertwined in the actual celebrity, before it could be like, all right, well, we can just ignore her. It's whatever, she's just on YouTube. But now that she's being platformed and she's being seen internationally, yeah, all that down talking, all that playing her like she ain't nothing, it ain't gonna work. So do I feel like I created that monster? Talking about Jaguar Wright, do I feel like I created it? No, because if it wasn't me, it would be other people, right? Did I help push her out there to the public? Yes. I can take accountability for that. But as far as like being the one to really platform her, nah. But I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't get asked to be a part of the Jaguar Wright documentary. They better put down, if there's a Jaguar Wright documentary, they better put me in there. But anyway, y'all, we're going to go ahead and end the show right there. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about the show. Shout out to the replay crew. But we out of here, y'all. Deuces, everybody. Love y'all.